The next type of plan is the rule. You are very familiar with the term rule. In your school diary, the rules which are to be followed, it is very specifically mentioned. So what is this rule? It is a specific statement that prescribes what is to be done or not to be done. It is a guide to behavior. It is something which guide our behavior. It is not allowed for any flexibility or discretion and prescribe a penalty for violation. You may notice that because of the situation of spread of coronavirus, there are many new rules which have been set up by the health department. That is use of mask, use of sanitizer, and while traveling you should have a declaration. So that was some of the rules which were used or which was published by the health department. So if there is violation of that rule, some penalties were also imposed, isn't it? So rules does not allow for any flexibility or discretion and prescribe a penalty for its violation also. Examples are rule of no smoking in the office premises. So this is a rule which is related to an organization. We can say that a rule is usually the simplest type of plan. See children, if you are asked for 1 mark which is the simplest type of plan, it is a rule. Why so? Because there is no compromise or change unless a policy decision is taken. So there is no change or it's too rigid. We cannot change the rule. It is not easy to change the rule. That is why it is simplest type of plan, because there will be no change at all in that. The next type of plan is method. Method is the prescribed way or manner in which a task have to be performed considering the objective. So keeping the objective in our front or keeping the objective in our mind, method is the prescribed way or manner in which we perform a task. The method may vary from task to task. Selection of right methods saves our time, money and effort and increases efficiency. For imparting training to employees at various levels from top management to supervisory management, different method can be adopted. For example, higher level management orientation programs, lectures and seminar can be organized. So children, for giving a training in higher level management, we can use lectures and seminar can be organized. So that is one example of method used for training in the higher level. Whereas at the supervisory level, where this type of people or this type of employees, they are much related to, or they have to be given on the job training method. Why? Because they are the people who are operating the machine. So they have to be taught by using, or they have to give on the job training. Okay, use of machines. By using the machines, they have to learn. So that is the way of method of teaching or training those employees at the supervisory level. Next type of plan is the budget. A budget is a statement of expected result expressed in the numerical terms. As a commerce students, you are familiar with this budget, isn't it? So who prepare a budget during every year for a nation? Yes, our finance minister prepare it, isn't it? So what is this budget? It's a statement of expected result expressed in numerical terms. So what are the features of budget? So budget expresses quantitatively resource availability and operating result to be achieved in a specific period. So within a specific period, what are your plans to achieve? That you have to express in some quantitative terms. Okay, number form or numerical terms. There may be different types of budget, with each budget covering a particular area. So there are different budgets which covers different areas. So different for each area there may be separate budget also. Budget is period specific. When this period is over, a new budget is prepared for the next period. So we prepare a budget for 1 year. Once that 1 year is completed, we will prepare a new budget. So it is periodic. The eighth, that is the last type of plan, is a program. A program is a detailed statement about a project which outlines the objective, policies, procedure, rules, tasks, human and physical resources required, and the budget to implement any course of action. You can see all the other type of plans, that is objective, policy, procedure, rules, budget, they can be seen when we are going for a plan like program. So it is a detailed statement. Okay, so we can give an example of construction of a shopping mall. So when you construct a shopping mall, you have to set an objective, you have to prepare a policy, there will be some procedure, rules, human and physical resources have to be gathered, and budget have to be planned. So this all will come into picture when you are going for a program as a plan. Okay. Now let us see the features of program. Program activity is identifiable in terms of specific objective. For example, program for creating employment opportunities undertaken by the government. So whenever there is a program, there will be a specific objective behind it. So here see, like program, what is the program about? Employment opportunity. So with a program, there will be they will specify the objective also, what you have to achieve. Next point is program activities unique, infrequent, and even unfamiliar to the organization. It is not a repetitive activity. So it is not a repetitive activity, hence it is known as unique, infrequent, and even unfamiliar. The third type of feature is program activity is critical to the organization for achieving its objective. Here the meaning of critical is important. So whenever a organization achieving of its objective is under consideration, a program is very important concept. So children, now we have reached to a conclusion of today's topic. Let us have a quick review on this topic. Today we saw what are the different types of plan. We have classified plan into two main categories first, that is single-use plan and standing plan. Single-use plan are those plans which are non-recurring in nature. Some of the examples of single-use plans are budget and program. And we also saw that standing plan are recurring in nature, that is they are repetitive in action. Okay, so some of the examples of those type of plans are method, rule, procedure, and policy. And objective and strategy are nor the standing plan nor the single-use plan. We also saw different examples and explanation of each of this type of plan. Children, whenever you write the question related to types of plan, don't forget to write the examples along with your explanation. So now let me remind you about attending the test paper. So kindly attend the test paper attached along with this session, and you are provided with a YouTube URL link also, so go through that also. We will meet in the next class with a new chapter, that is organizing. So be ready with the new chapter. Till then, goodbye.